Today, I'd like to share with you events that are fulfilling the book of Revelation, the apocalypse, and how things are unfolding very fast. As we are on the countdown to the second coming of Yeshua, events are going to go rapidly, and this is what is happening. Today, I'd like to share a bit with you on the energy crisis in Europe, and this is going to affect the whole world globally, because when there's an energy crisis, you cannot make fertilizer without fossil fuel. So as they are shutting down fossil fuel, it's a plan by the globalists to shut it down. When you shut down fossil fuel, you will bring about great starvation. This is part of the globalist agenda. So we're going to see these events that are in the book of Revelation showing us that the end is right upon us, and Yeshua is soon to come back. Let's begin here in France. Here Macron says, turn off the lights, the street lights, brace yourself, as Russian gas is being cut off. So President Emmanuel Macron warned his country's people Thursday to prepare for total cut-off of Russian natural gas by supporting alternatives, having the public street lights switched off at night. So you're going to have a dark world very soon. They are preparing the people for blackout. Right across Europe, they are preparing for blackouts. As we are coming to the winter, a lot of people are going to freeze to death. And friends, the globalists, they've been doing geoengineering for a long time, manipulating the weather pattern. So it's likely they will blanket Europe with snow in the winter and cut off the power supply in order to murder people. This is how wicked the leaders are. We are living in a demonic world led by devils. We are to prepare for these things. Here, it says here that rationing has already started in Europe as the entire globe plunges into a horrific economic nightmare. We're going to see a crisis as you have never seen, just as the book of Daniel says, the time of trouble as no man has ever seen before. So this world is plunging into an economic nightmare, terrible food crisis, an energy crisis, and fossil fuel crisis, as they're trying to bring green climate change and all this lies and rubbish that they are pushing, the climate change agenda, and to cut off fossil fuel. It is their plan to destroy most of the population through these things, through their agenda, with their climate change agenda, with their fossil fuel shut-off agenda, with the nuclear war agenda, and all the pestilences that they're going to bring on. They are doing these things and fulfilling Bible prophecies. Bible prophecies are fulfilling fast. Here, food is being rationed in Spain, in United Kingdom. Many food items already are being rationed in the supermarkets. You cannot buy more than 1 or 2 or 3 of the items. And this is going to get worse. So we must prepare, start growing our own food. If we are in the cities, it's likely you're going to die. If you are continuing to rely upon the system, it's likely you're going to suffer a great deal or even die. So you have to prepare. You must prepare for the coming crisis. We have been warned all over. God is showing us we are not left blind. God, multiples of articles and the leaders themselves, even the globalists and them, are telling us to prepare. Remember Klaus Schwab talking about great blackouts that are coming. It's coming. We can see it clearly now. From in the winter, they're going to be great blackouts. They're going to shut off the power supply. They will say no gas, and the Nord Stream pipeline, one that supplies Europe with gas from Russia. Europe is dependent upon Russia. Over 50% of the gas supply to Europe, and it's going to be shut off. There's fears that the Nord Stream pipeline 1 may not restart, and this is going to bring chaos in Europe. in the coming winter that is coming. So, friends, great troubles are upon us. Here, we're going to see the food crisis when, as they are cutting off fossil fuel, they are bringing on great disasters. It says, system collapses begin as Germans warn to prepare for the heating shortages, school closures. All of these things are coming. Heating shortages, school closures. This is going to happen right across Europe as they start to blanket Europe with snow in the winter by geoengineering. They've done it in Texas, and they're going to do it again across Europe to bring about great crisis, to bring about depopulation. Their agenda to depopulate. It says here Germany's second largest city is preparing to ration hot water as Russian energy crisis escalate, and they are even telling you that you can't shower every day now. So friends, they want to control every aspect of your life. They want to control you. They want to make you robots, and that's their plan. For those who survive the crisis, those who survived, they will be totally controlled by the globalists, these demonic people. Friends, this is why the Lord Jesus will come soon. He's coming to put an end to all of this. He's coming back soon. You know, all of this climate change agenda, you know where it's coming from? The Vatican, the Pope himself. He's the one who is bringing about all these great crises, these starvation. Here's an excerpt from Pope Francis' encyclical on the environment on fossil fuel. There is an urgent need to develop policies so that in the next few years, emission of carbon dioxide and other highly polluting gases can be drastically reduced. For example, substituting fossil fuel. This is from the Antichrist himself. And developing sources of renewable energy. Worldwide, there is minimal access to clean and renewable energy. You see where all of this is coming from? The Antichrist himself. So who's bringing about the starvation? The Antichrist himself, the wicked, the man of sin. He is the man of sin. He is bringing about who's going to die in this winter from cold. Who is bringing on this? The man of sin himself. He is doing this. So friends, where people are bowing down and worshipping the man of sin, he's here to destroy you and to kill you. Now, I want to share with you this information from Deagle. Deagle is a website that is used by the Pentagon, the CIA, and many governments and United Nations and other governments around the world. So here, this was done in 2017. And it's showing the population forecast for 2025. And if you look on now they've taken down the information from their website, but you can still find this on the internet. And if you look at the population in 2025, you will see in most countries, over 180 countries on this Deagle website, you will see a massive reduction in populations. Take, for example, the United States. United States, the current population in 2017 was 327 million, but in 2025 it's going to go down to 100 million. So what happened to 227 million people? Where did they go? So, disappeared? Well, they can do this and forecast this because they know what they are doing. And they have their plans to reduce the population as they have on the Georgia Guidestone to 500 million. Friends, the end is upon us. We are right here at the end of this world. Here in Britain in 2017, 66 million people. But in 2025, 15 million people. What happened to the rest of the population? A drastic drop in the population by the year 2025. Friends, again, they can only do these things because they know what they are doing. And you can go through the list. Look at it. France, a huge drop in the population, 67 million, and gone down to 39 million. In here, Germany, 81 million, and it has dropped down to 28 million. Millions of people vanished, just disappeared from Germany in many countries of the world. Here in Australia, in 2017, 23 million people, but in 2025, 15 million people. What happened to the rest of them? Disappeared, gone. So how are they going? What is the agenda that they're going to do to bring about massive depopulation? So you can see the list, and the list goes on to, as I said, about 180 something countries showing depopulation. You can see the red arrow is where the population is going down, and the green arrow, you can see a few countries the population is going up, like India, Brazil. And for example, Brazil, a lot of people are seeing the crisis coming and they're running across to Brazil because it could be a safe refuge. Brazil is a huge country, and other countries like Indonesia and Mexico, maybe a lot of Americans are fleeing to Mexico, trying to find safe refuge there, and a few other countries you can, if you go through the list, but you can see huge, massive percentage of people being disappeared by the year 2025. Now, look at this here, Egypt is going up a little bit, and the Philippines and Colombia, but the rest of the countries, you can see the arrow, the red arrow going down. Huge percentage of people gone by 2025. And how are they going to go? Well, we can figure this out. It's not hard to see how they're going to go. Now, here, the book of Revelation has told us the second seal, the red horse, famine, a sword is coming. They will take peace from the earth. There will be no peace upon this earth. It says in Revelation chapter 6, verse 3 to 4, when the Lamb had opened the second seal, I heard the second living creature say, "Come." Then together the horse came out, a fiery red horse. Its rider was given power to take peace from the earth and to make people kill each other. To him was given a large sword. So this sword in Bible prophecy represents war. So war is coming, nuclear war. Many people gonna die from nuclear war. Here the third seal talking about famine. Great famine are coming as they are cutting off and destroying, shutting down fossil fuel, because you cannot make fertilizers, ammonium and nitrate without fossil fuel. You cannot make it on solar energy. No, it's a deception and lies from the leaders to shut off fossil fuel. When you shut it off, you are cutting off the food supply by doing that. And here the Bible tells us in the last days, in the book of the Apocalypse, there will be a great famine, a quarter of wheat for a day's pay. You're going to have to work 1 day's wages to feed one person. That is how high inflation will be. 1 day's work to feed only one person, a quarter of barley for a day. Friends, we are here at the end, and at the fourth seal here, a quarter of the earth to kill by the sword. So you're going to die by the sword, by famine and pestilences. All these things going to intensify, and you're going to see as they bring on a global collapse of the economy. You're going to see nations falling like Sri Lanka, and you're going to see other nations. Italy is next coming to fall, and so Europe will fall, United States, down in South America, all these nations, they are going to collapse. Not all at the same time, but as they are falling, many others start falling. Domino effect will ripple across the world, and as all these nations fall, you will see Anarchy, riot, and bloodshed will sweep across the earth as you have never seen before. People are going to die by famine, by sword, by pestilences as they cut off the water supply in all these things, as they shut it off, as they say that there will be great blackouts coming. They cannot run the pumps to pump water, and the cities will be left without water. It will bring about pestilences, diseases. You're going to see rampant diseases all across many major cities. This is why God has told us to go out of the cities, get out, and start growing your food. Let me share with you this photo. Look at this photo from Vogue, one of the Vogue latest magazine, with Beyonce sitting on a red horse dressed in black. This is the red horse of the apocalypse, meaning war, sword, and famine, and dressed in black. Friends, this is demonic. This is what they say. A picture paints 1,000 words. So here, my friends, we are here. The book of the apocalypse is fulfilling rapidly, in the end of all things upon us. The signs of the times. We are living in great solemn moments before the close of this earth history. So friends, get ready. The end is near. You must prepare, whether you live in the United States, in Europe, in South America, wherever you are. Prepare to meet the Lord, and prepare to go as independent with Jesus Christ, with the God of Israel, to help you. You're independent with Him. You cannot be independent by yourself. You got to be independent with God on your side. So go out into the countryside, and God will help you as they coming by the year 2025 with all these reduction of people. If you are caught in the web, you're going to be tangled in that web, and it will be difficult to get out. Now you still have the time to get out, because when they start gridding off, it's going to be worse than C-19. It's going to be locked down as you have never seen before. So you're going to see deaths as you have never seen before. You may be even picking up dead bodies on the street. So even from friends and families, you may have to pick them up yourself from the streets, because there will be no one to pick them up. This time of trouble that the Bible talks about, remember, the Bible says no man has ever seen this type of trouble before that is coming upon the earth. And we are seeing God is showing us, He's giving us a glimpse of it, what's coming. God is coming. He's not allowing them to just suddenly drop everything on us, but God is showing us, giving us time to prepare, and to go and to start growing our food, and to start having our own water supply, and having a way to survive. God is going to take care of us. He will not abandon us, because He has been with us ever since. We've studied the children of Israel traveling through the wilderness 40 years, and God was sustaining them. God will be our sustainer, not the globalists, not the New World Order. We must be dependent upon God every day. Adonai Yahweh will help us. Adonai will be with us. Adonai will take care of us. And Yeshua, the Lord, will be with us. Help us and bless us. The Lord bless you and keep you.